So hello, today I'll continue to be talking about the coronavirus, and today I'd like to talk about Taiwan, how well it has controlled the coronavirus outbreak. So everybody thought that Taiwan will be extremely affected because it has really good relationships with mainland China and South Korea. It is literally surrounded by these countries which currently are in high outbreak and have thousands of cases. But yet Taiwan has come off basically okay with only 42 cases and one death. So how did Taiwan do it? First, the government learned about this virus extremely early in the December of 2019, when nobody thought of it as a big deal. Taiwan already started to enforce travel restrictions. They got the news from just insiders in mainland China who were just talking about it informally, nothing in the news or anything. But because of this early date that they realized that it was going to become an outbreak, they enforced travel restrictions, and well before China started to admit that it was an outbreak. The second point which Taiwan did really well is that they followed up every single case. As soon as there was a new case, the government officials immediately followed this person and everybody that he had surrounded himself with. So anybody he came in contact, they reached it. Everybody who gave anybody who as long as there was a new case, they followed it up. And so this has been extremely helpful, and as a result, only 42 cases have been confirmed. The third thing which Taiwan did really well is that they had a lot of just government transparency, where they announced daily of news, and as soon as there was a new case or any potential outbreaks, they informed the citizens and residents, who would plan accordingly and keep their distance away from people that could potentially have the virus, and kept government transparency instead of like China, which covers everything up. So also, I'd like to also add, here in Taiwan, there was a cruise ship of I think 3,000 people that went board on port. And what Taiwan did is that overnight, as soon as they could, they screened people on board that was like that were tourists or anything, and they screened about 280 something people, and then they let everybody go the next day. So one day they let everybody go, and then they started to sanitize and clean the ship thoroughly, and they followed almost everyone that was on that ship, and now there was not a single problem. Instead of that, the Princess cruise ships, which gave so many positive outcomes, Taiwan had a cruise ship, and they came off just unscathed. Okay, and then so we should all follow Taiwan's example, even though I think US has already lost control of this outbreak because no one was paying attention. And the next thing that US should do is enforce travel restrictions on Europe, because now most of the outbreak is in Europe, and if we want to save ourselves, we need to enforce travel restrictions for Europe. Otherwise, people are just going to travel and spread the disease. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good day.